Hey, how's it going? Oh, your first one here. So how are things? How are you doing in the course so far? Oh, nice. Did you make it hard or easy or somewhere in the middle? I know a couple people made it like super crazy hard and just to challenge people. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Did you do it on mobile or computer or something, or what platform did you end up going with? Cool. Hey, how's it going? A couple more people just popped in. Nice. Cool. So how's everybody? Anybody got some questions, problems, or anything else? I am great. How about yourself? Awesome. Oh, turning to Java. Oh, yeah. That's a new one for me too. It's been a little while since I did an Android build, and it was never an issue before. So I'm hoping they get that fixed soon. I assume it'll be fixed up in 2018. But yeah, that was kind of annoying. That whole Java is talking about that Java issue with having to install Java 8 to get it to do a build onto Android. So is everybody caught up on the newest stuff? Oh, what's the problem? See if we can get that fixed. Oh, okay, cool. Character select marker. Oh, I think that paste got. Oh, problem. Okay, got pasted right in between the word problem. Is with the character selection marker. Interesting. Um, let's see. Let me check the Facebook group too and see if you already posted that here because I didn't check it right before this. Let me see. And the okay, so it's with those two classes. This thing's running really slow. What was the? Is there an error that you're getting? I'm sorry. I'm trying to look in the group over here too and see if there is something here. Um, in 13. Oh, okay. Nope. I think you figured that one out. And then okay, no reference exception on 61. Just looking at the code right here, it got pasted in Facebook where it says you got a no reference exception on 61 of UI character selection marker. So let's see. Open that up and see what that one is again. Delete this window and UI character selection marker 61. Oh, okay. it looks like. Oh, I think I'm going to need to pull your project down because in here, what I've got is a little bit different, and I'm trying to think of at that point where it could be. It must. Oh, I bet it's the lock image. Here, let me share my screen real quick. I just thinking back, I think I know exactly what it is. Hold on, let me get the project loaded up here and shared, and we'll just go through it. Where's the right window? I got way too many Unity windows open right now. Okay, got that one. Close this one. Okay, should be. No, not that one. Why did it change? There we go. Okay. This screen's showing up now. If I can get these other ones to go away so I can see the chat at the same time, we'll be good. So I think the issue, see if I can open up the correct Visual Studio, is probably this line right here. My line numbers are a little bit different just because I've got the lesson after that done. But I bet the lock image isn't set, which would just be under, not there. It would be right here. So can you check these and see if you actually have the lock and marker images set on your selection markers? Yeah, just these two right here. Because if one of those is null, what would happen is you'd get an error. Let's find the right one again. You'd get an error right here, which I think before I pasted this in would have been about 61. So yeah, that should be the line. And I think that'll fix it. I think it's just that reference. So it's a little bit hard to know for sure without seeing your project, but I think that's it. Cool. Anybody have any other questions while Alejandro's taking a look at that? And now I gotta look over to the side to see the other screen, the chat. I could probably just sign in and sync back to that version. I think we'll just do local multiplayer first. You might dive into some network multiplayer stuff after, depending on if everybody can keep up, and just do it as a little, like a weekend extra part on there to do that transition. But doing it online multiplayer is just a big chance that a lot of people will fall off and get really confused and not be able to keep up. So starting just with local, but it's not too hard to make the transition if everything's split out correctly. There's a little bit of work involved in just setting up the networking and getting the characters to be controlled over the network, but it's not a huge jump as long as stuff's really split out and separated like it is. If you put everything kind of all in one, and like I've seen a lot of people try to build a game where they make it single player or local multiplayer and then they want to go online, and it's a giant pain in the ass just because everything is really tightly coupled to, there's things in the character that are directly reading inputs locally. There's no abstraction away. So with the abstraction, it wouldn't be too hard. I'm not 100% sure that we'll dive into the network stuff just because people might get dropped. But if enough people want to do it, then we can do it for sure. And I may just do it for fun too. Yeah, so do I. So far, it seems like a lot of people are keeping up and right near the top, which is good. They're only a day behind or so at most, but we'll see if that trend keeps up. I hope it does. Well, Alejandro, did that fix your problem? That's not gonna work. What was I gonna say? Oh, let me check this. Anyway, the other thing I was gonna say, did you guys? How many people are on the last one? Oh, actually, it looks like I already have the answer to that question, don't I? Everybody has not done 14 yet. Chat. Oh, okay. So you guys haven't grabbed the art yet and stuff. I was excited to talk to the BitGem guys, and they're also gonna hook up some extra, a good amount of other art. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Make things look nice and pretty quick. So I got excited about that. Yeah. So it's not so much in the class. I think that your problem that you're having is that this lock image on your player selection markers is just not set, and it's throwing. If you look at the code right here, it's throwing an error. It said line 61, but I think that mine is just a little bit newer, and it would be like that. So it's this one right here. The lock image is null, so the game object can't be found, and it throws that null reference exception. That's what causes it to just blow up. So if that is the case, which I think it is just from looking at the code, it should just be a matter of needing to assign these right here. The marker image and the lock image are probably just not assigned. And those are just the children right here, the little check mark lock and the image with just the little square right now. All right, cool. Yeah, hopefully that fixes you right up. If it doesn't, though, let me know and we can just dive in. I can just grab your project and see what it is, so we can figure out what's going on there. Well, anybody have any other questions or anything? By the way, I did a code review thing. Was it yesterday on YouTube? And I'm gonna do some more. So if anybody has other stuff that they want to submit for that, I sent out an email about it too, I think. But if anybody has anything that they just want to have kind of looked at online, don't mind it being shared, let me know. Just send it over, and I'll try to prioritize those. There's the link to the last one. You can see just how bad it'll be, but it's not too bad. Just try to be nice and just go through and just look for ways to improve the code. So if you guys happen to have anything, just send it over, and I'll kind of push those up to the top of the stack. So let me switch back to camera mode. There we go. Now I can look forward instead of looking off to the side. Oh. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I guess if nobody has any other questions, we can just cut it off here and just get back to getting tomorrow's lesson all ready. But if you guys have anything comes up, just hit me up. We can start another call later today or something. I'll be around most of the day. So if anybody's got any questions, just reach out, let me know. All right, you too. Thanks a lot.